2 emojis, a deleted photo, and a tattoo that fans say they recognized. That's all it took. The internet went into full investigation mode, and right now, one question is sitting on top of every R&B comment section, every group chat, and every fan page. Are Jhené Aiko and Larry June dating? Neither of them has said a word, but the clues are stacking up, and the timing of all of this hits different when you understand everything that led here. Let's go back to November 2025. After more than 10 years together, 10 years of music, of public love, of a child, of shared stages and late-night Instagram lives, Jhené Aiko and Big Sean quietly fell apart. There was no press release, no tearful interview, just a silence that fans recognized immediately because they had been watching closely. First real sign came from Jhené herself. She posted an unreleased song on Instagram called Break. The lyrics left very little room for interpretation. She sang, "I gotta take a heartbreak, break, break. And I gotta take a heartbreak, break. I gotta change the way that I've been made to feel. It's an inevitable pain." Reports followed quickly. All Hip Hop broke the story on November 3rd, 2025, citing sources close to the couple. Those sources pointed to one central issue: marriage. According to the outlet, Jen had wanted the commitment of marriage, and after years of waiting, multiple conversations, and multiple ultimatums, she accepted that it wasn't coming. She wanted marriage. She wanted the commitment. Sean loves her deeply, but he just never wanted to take that final step. Another source added, eventually, she realized that ring wasn't coming. She decided it was time to move on. The math on this wasn't new to people who had been paying attention. Back in July 2024, during Jhené's The Magic Hour tour stop in Los Angeles, Big Sean surprised the crowd by coming on stage. He rapped the opening verse of Beware, a song that the two of them had built their entire public love story on, directly to her. And when he reached the line, "Kept my phone on silent ever since you got a ring." Funny, right? Jhené looked at her hand, looked at him, and said, "What ring?" That 12-second moment went viral immediately, because it wasn't just a playful joke. To everyone watching, it felt like a real answer. Then, just days after that concert, Big Sean sat down with Charlamagne tha God for his Out of Context podcast. Cud of the tained odd, Charlamagne asked about marriage. Sean confirmed they had not eloped, called it a little personal, and then said something that made fans even more uneasy, just like any other people who have dealt with love.
No, there has not been a secret industry marriage.
We've had our ups and downs. I would like to, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of work that needs to be done. After 8 years together, a shared child, and 2 collaborative albums, that phrase landed hard on a fan base that had been rooting for this couple for a decade. And then, in July 2025, Jhené sold her house in Encino, California for $3.5 million. Fans noticed. The pieces were coming together before the news even broke. By November 2025, it was over. Neither Big Sean nor Jhené has publicly confirmed the split to this day. Their teams declined to comment. But multiple sources across All Hip Hop, Rolling Out, and WBLS all reported the same thing. The relationship had ended, it was peaceful, and both of them were committed to co-parenting their son Noah, who was born in November 2022. One source said it clearly, they're in a great place, it's peaceful. They both respect each other too much to let things get messy. They just want to do what's best for their child. For the fans, though, it wasn't peaceful. Social media erupted. People who had followed this relationship since the TWNTY88 album, dropped in 2016, felt genuinely heartbroken. One person on X wrote, "After 10 years, wild." Another said, "They didn't break up. They just finished the version of themselves that belonged together." And then, the way it always goes, someone else wrote, Hopefully, my queen drops a fire album. And that was where the chapter of Big Sean ended. But the story of Jhené Aiko, that is very much still going. Fast forward to 2026, Coachella season, the cameras are back, the internet is alert. Saw nothing dramatic. Just her, showing off her layered necklaces, 2 chains, one with her son Noah's name, the one she shares with Big Sean, one with her daughter Namiko's name, the one she shares with singer Orion. A quiet, personal post. A mother showing something she loves. But then, Larry June replied to that story, and a sparkle emoji. 2 characters. That's it. And the internet completely lost its mind. For anyone who doesn't know Larry June's world, orange is not a random choice. It is embedded in everything he does. His album covers, his branding, his signature, aesthetic. It's to us. It is egged in ethics. He has built an entire identity around it, to the point where people call his energy the orange vibe. So, when a rapper who has made orange his personal symbol slides into Jhené Aiko's replies with that exact emoji, fans did not read it as a coincidence. They read it as a signal. But that was just the beginning. Shortly after, Larry June posted a photo on his Instagram. A close-up shot, his gold watch, and right next to it, someone else's wrist. Iced-out bracelet. No face, no tag, no name, just 2 wrists in the frame together. Then he deleted it. But the internet screenshots everything. The Shade Room picked up the posts and shared them. Within hours, fans were zoomed all the way in. And that is when people started pointing to something specific. A tattoo visible near the wrist in the deleted photo. Fans claim the tattoo matched one on Jhené Aiko's arm. That detail sent the speculation into a completely different stratosphere. Comment sections were moving fast. Instagram user @SoThatchels wrote, "That's a hot link up right there." Another account, @SlayByDolvy wrote, "This makes so much sense. Utter com60 prat, love that for them." One commenter put it simply, "They really, the same person in different fonts." And @1_Dolly_325 said, "What a lot of people were thinking. I love how the girlies is moving on quick. No more crying for wasted time." Even on Threads, people were talking. One user wrote, "Did Jhené Aiko and Larry June just soft launch? I'm here for it, if so, because, yes, a Kali love story." And there is something about that framing, a Kali love story, that genuinely resonated with people. Jhené is from Los Angeles, both deeply rooted in a certain kind of West Coast peace and intentionality. The fit, on paper at least, felt natural to people who know their music. There was also pushback. A Threads user, named @Maya Brienne, posted, "Y'all saw Jhené Aiko standing next to Larry June and kicked off dating rumors. Are y'all okay?" Some fans felt the speculation was moving too fast, reading too much into emoji replies, and a photo no one can even confirm was hers. That is a fair point, and it is important to be clear about what is actually confirmed and what is not. What is confirmed? Jhené Aiko posted an Instagram story. Larry June replied to it with an orange and sparkle emoji. Larry posted and deleted a photo of 2 wrists. Fans zoomed in and believe they identified a tattoo. None of this constitutes confirmation of a relationship. Neither Jhené Aiko nor Larry June has said anything publicly about a romantic connection. What is also confirmed? Jhené and Big Sean are reportedly no longer together after over 10 years. She has been navigating that publicly, or rather, very quietly, which for Jhené Aiko is its own kind of statement. And the internet, which invested deeply in her last love story, is watching her every move right now. Jhené Aiko has been one of the most emotionally transparent artists in R&B for over a decade. She has written about every relationship she has ever been in. She tattooed Big Sean's face on her arm, and then had it covered up after their first split in 2019. She sang about grief, about healing, about waiting for someone to love you the way you love them. Her audience has not just listened to her music, they have lived inside it with her. So when that chapter with Big Sean closed, after 10 years, after a child, after a song called Break that felt like it said everything she couldn't say out loud, her fans felt it personally. They were not ready to stop caring about what happens to her next. And now, the first real piece of new information is a West Coast rapper known for his calm, his discipline, his independence, and his orange-drenched brand sliding into her Instagram replies. Whether or not Jhené and Larry June are actually together, the internet's response to the rumor tells you something true. People want good things for her. They want her to feel chosen. They want her to have peace after what felt like years of being in love with someone who kept making her ask the same question. Larry June, for his part, has never been someone who courts drama or chases headlines. He is one of the more private figures in hip-hop right now. He has a son. He runs businesses. He puts out music on his own terms. The Alchemist, one of the most respected producers in the game, once said of him, "Everybody shows love to Larry. He is not the type to soft launch anything," which is exactly what makes those two emojis feel so loud. For now, both of them are silent. No confirmation, no denial. Just the screenshots fans saved before the photo disappeared, and the orange emoji sitting in Jhené's replies where anyone who looks can still see it. The internet will keep watching. Because when you have spent a decade caring about someone's love story, you don't stop caring just because the chapter changed. And whatever comes next for Jhené Aiko, whether it is Larry June or a headline we haven't seen yet, or simply her own piece, the one thing that is certain is this: people are paying attention.